Um, shit. Why So Political is the name of this one. I'm watching my morning TV and stuff and getting caught up on the news, what's going on. And already waking up and thinking about the day and shit. You know what I mean? Just getting about my life. I'm about to make my coffee. It's nice and cool. Oh my God, it's so fucking perfect here. God, I wish it was here. It'd be fucking great morning. It'd be the best morning in the world. But maybe soon enough. Not soon enough, but soon. Maybe soon. Um, so why is everything I do so political? Why is everything so political? Let's think about it. Why is everything so political? Everything. Well, the reason would be because politics is how we got here. Because the winners write the past, and the whole way you get a whole knowledge of anything that happened is the past. So if you have any kind of sense of humor, if you're laughing about the fucking Nazis getting killed, it's because you have memory of the political fucking situation where it's goddamn not funny for the Nazis to be walking around. That's why I'm so political. Everything is political. Jesus' crucifixion was political. Civil War was political. Founding of America was political. If you want a joke, you have to know fucking history, and we got here through politics. That's why everything is fucking politics, because I'm taking the very serious real and making it funny in fucking real time. I'm not waiting for it to be a goddamn joke later on. Does that make sense? Because I'm already seeing this, what's going on right now, as George Carlin would. From the 90s, he had been saying this since the fucking 70s, since the 60s. I've been listening since the fucking 70s, maybe 80s when fucking we got cable. I was born in 76, so yeah, probably about 80s, if about 4 years old. When I saw my first Carlin show, I think. Before I was 7 years old, before I went down to Louisiana. And so I was cussing every fucking day because yeah. By that age, I already had all the fucking words that he was saying, and it's like Louis C.K. said. He didn't know Benji was a piece of shit motherfucking cunt ass motherfucker until someone fucking said that shit, and he's like, yes, I've had this feeling for this motherfucker. I hate that piece of shit cunt ass motherfucker. I just never heard the words. And then when his list of words came down that screen, I'm like, oh, my fucking life is, yes, fuck, shit, motherfucker, fuck you. I picked them all up immediately. Everything he said in that part right there, I would just immediately, from that point on, every day I've said, fuck you, fuck this place. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. Tune in, don't. I don't give a fuck. It's going down either way. You know what I mean? It's going down either way. So why is it political? Everything's fucking political. Your life is currently political. The war is political. The knowledge you have in your head is political. It's all based on the fucking politics of America. The history of America is what makes these fucking things that you actually know. The words I'm saying, it makes you understand the English. What did the English do to make the fucking English language so popular? Conquered everything. What is that? Political! Political. Why is it political? Hands all over the western border. The crewmen thank her, then laid down their oily blankets. That's why, man. Everything is fucking political. Well, I like my comedy not be political. Then how the fuck do you know it's even funny? It has no history for you to judge the weight of what's being said. You just want to laugh for no fucking reason? Then just go sit in your goddamn corner and fucking do your cocaine or whatever and just giggle yourself into a fucking coma. You want your music to not be political? Well, go fucking sit in a fucking room somewhere and not listen to any goddamn... All we're saying is give peace a chance. Don't listen to any fucking Beatles. Don't listen to any fucking music at all. Because most of the favorite music we have is either based on or came off of the 70s era where everybody was getting fucking high as shit. And that was political. They were fighting the fucking system for exactly the same fucking reasons, for exactly the same fucking people. Richard Nixon. Who does Roger Stone have a tattoo on his back of? Because he knows he's going to fucking jail when he gets there and gets fucked in the ass. He wants him looking at a tattoo of fucking Richard Nixon. So they go, oh, no, I don't want to do that. He doesn't think about the fact they're going to take a screwdriver and cut that fucker off of him. Because he's always on top. Everybody, these guys, these billionaires are always on top. So when they get to jail, they got to make sure that when they get to jail, they're on top. When they get to because they don't understand how anything fucking works. Watch Undercover Boss, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. They have an idea. They have a plan of how money fucking works, but they have no idea how the actual wheels of the system work. They've never been within the wheels, and they've never been a cog. Yes, I have. I went to cog. That's not a... No. When you're going to fucking work, and the boss is promoting his kid in front of you, even though you're doing all the work that the boss's kid's supposed to be, like, you... That's getting shit on. When you should be fucking manager, and you're left at fucking assistant manager because you don't have a car. When you're fucking grocer, when I'm stacking your fucking groceries, I'm a cog in the machine. When I'm stacking your fucking shelves, I'm a cog in the machine. When you're sitting in a goddamn classroom learning about fucking books and shit, you're a fucking rich kid. Or you're very fucking lucky. I was very fucking lucky. I got to go. I fucked off because there was nothing for me to learn there, man. Except for how to make a bong out of every fucking thing. And that I did, man. I did well. It's amazing how many people fucking love to hear the good news, but as soon as it starts getting a little bit upset, they gotta like, I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm out. I'm like, yeah. Go, man. Yeah, it's about time someone told these motherfuckers. You see Melania's face when Trump was getting chewed up by that fucking preacher? Go back and watch it. You guys gotta watch micro expressions. You guys don't watch shit. You're watching for what you're watching for, and that's why you miss all the stuff. Like Barron going. Like Barron eyeing Melania. You guys miss all kinds of stuff. You guys miss so much shit. Because you just don't pay attention to the little tells. Because you don't want to get down to the minutia of why things are funny. You just want someone to fucking make something funny and deliver it to you so you can laugh and have your ha-has. You don't care about what it takes to fucking get there. You don't care about what it takes to fucking actually write a song where you want to blow your fucking head off. Because your number one moneymaker, and you have to have money in this world, is the one that you hate the most. Like Creep. Great song. They hated it. And they refuse to play it live anymore. I don't see why. You have, like Vernon Reid says, there's a special place in hell for people that hate their one-hit wonder. If nothing else, we'll play it, but we're going to do it as an encore. So you got to listen to the rest of our fucking music. We're not going to play it. Either that or we'll play it now and you get the fuck out of here. We're going to open the fucking set. Because if you want to hear Creep, we're going to open the fucking set with Creep every time. Just get it the fuck out of the way. Now you got to listen to the rest of us. Or get the fuck out. We don't care either way. And, yeah. In this world, it's just people want what they want, and if they don't get it immediately, they just fucking bail the fuck out. They're not willing to invest any time at all. Any effort, any care, even like a few minutes, is really fucking gross. And it's really sad. If everything is not like cut and edited, there's so much expectation. How can anything new happen? How can anything new happen? All our movies are supposed to be the next big blockbuster. Universally loved by everyone. Gay, straight. Why can't there be gay things, straight things, and whatever? Why can't there? Why do they have to be universally appealing? I don't like girly shit, man. I'll watch it if my fucking girl wants to watch it. I'll watch this shit, you know? I'll do that shit because I'm not a fucking prick. I'm willing to, like, up to new fucking adventures. That's what's great about being with someone who's different. Never would have gone peach picking, apple picking, all this other stuff that you like doing. Never would have done that. I love it now. It just wouldn't occur to me at all. And I don't like doing it. I like being with you while doing it. I like seeing your face while you're happy. And that's awesome. That's worth it, you know? It's not a boring time at all. I really enjoy doing it. But I wouldn't just go fucking apple picking by myself. Are you fucking shitting me? No. But if my girl want to go fucking apple picking, fuck yeah. I'm not even gonna complain. I'm like, where the fuck you want to go? Let's do it. Sounds great. I'm up for adventure. I'm up for doing shit. But no one's willing to even invest anything at all, so nothing ever happens. And so therefore, yeah, it just fucking fades out. It all goes to entropy. Political system keeps going through the fucking winding system of Polybius's annular. I'm not sure, but it's basically the same kind of cycle that the Mayans used to describe how the churning of events was going to happen. Because it's just a human nature. We don't care about history enough to give a fuck, which we worry about right now. We only care about the history and how it relates to what I'm doing. Why am I getting fucked over? Oh, because that fucker back there? Because 400 years ago, that fucker passed a law. That's the only way we care about it. That's the only way we care about it political. You don't care about politics when you're driving to the fucking poll to fucking vote. You don't care about politics when you're watching TV. When you're absorbing your information from the internet, as you're just chewing down anything that you want to see and nothing that you don't. What's it going to make? A diet full of sugar. Or you're going to be eating fucking bitter fucking beans and pretending that it's fucking sweet. No, I like it. I like it. I really do. It's got a sweet flavor. It's got a sweet flavor to it. Ice cream's delicious. Every fucking meal. What's going to happen? Every couple meals. What's going to happen? Excited to get that shit. Fuck yeah, ice cream sounds fucking great. Every night? No, I don't want ice cream every night. Maybe some pie. Maybe some cake. Maybe something else. I'm in the mood for something sweet, something small, like a coffee cake. But why so political? Because our entire life is fucking political. Some of you are just too stupid to fucking realize it. Some of you are fighting political shit right now. You're going to stop fucking Trump, right? Saturday, the 14th, 15th. Some of you are going to the Stop Trump rally, right? You realize the last protest that they had, he wanted to open fire on the crowds. What's the thing about protests? Crowds. Throngs. So, you guys are all gathered in a square that you've announced. So think about this. Trump wanted to, in the past, open fire, but he didn't have a Pete Keg's breath, to quote Christina Talks. So fucking great. She's funny as hell. Now they do. They didn't have a Pam Bondi. Now they do. They had a General Milley, who, although at first was kind of probably tough on them and wanting to do some of the stuff, you know, like either that or was ordered to do some of the stuff. like the whole attack, or maybe even change his mind on the attack when they went outside. He was just going out to fucking go have the conversation, where Trump held the Bible backwards, and then he saw camera people getting beat. Like, that guy didn't do it. That, okay, that's not okay, and I can't stop this. General Milley could not. Once it started like that, and the people were the mob mentality took over, and they were fucking the people that were wanting to. The cops were wanting to beat the guy that walked around the corner and beat the shit out of that fucking reporter with the riot shield. I watched it. I mean, he fucked that dude up. And that guy was getting out of it. He was an officer. And there was like a door to a van. And he was taking pictures and he moved around the door of the van. Was out of the way of them. He came around the door and fucked that guy up with the goddamn riot shield. Clear, transparent riot shield. So Trump could go over there and hold his Bible upside down and backwards to the crowd. And a lot of Americans cheered because the law and order was restored to D.C. because Trump walked out and held a Bible upside down and backwards. Can you make some of this asinine bullshit make sense? Aside from Trump is good at cutting ribbons, even that he's pretty shitty at, especially now. I kind of left off some stuff on the fucking gathering crowds for a reason. Hopefully, if you have an ear, you can understand. You know what I'm talking about if you're a tactician. Spread out. At least spread out. Concerts and shit like that and protests and everything, you guys are gathered together with the same chant, the same fucking flags and same other thing. All they gotta do is throw a grenade in the crowd. Your fucking protest is ruined. Open fire, one shot. You guys are all gathered. You'll meat grinder each other trying to get away. You're savages. You don't know it, but you're sick. You're all sick. You're all mentally diseased with this disease called America. And freedom. Freedom's a fucking illusion. You have no choice. How's that feel? No, you want me to prove it? Who'd you pick for president? Why? What's the lesser of two evils? Evil. But you have to choose. Left or right, you have to choose. You have to choose. One lesser of two evils. Which one are you going to choose? Biden or Trump? Lesser of two evils. Huh? Come on. One cuts your throat, the other one fucking cuts your fucking finances. Which you going to pick? Well, you have to. There's no other choices. Okay, now you got Biden or Trump. What your choices can be? Huh? Kamala or Trump? What's your choice? Left or right? These are your two choices. You don't have the choice not to choose. Choosing not to choose is choosing something that you want to do. Which one are you going to choose? I guess I'll check the last one that's going to kill me less. And then you expect to fucking have a perfect union? Prosperity? Can some of you fuckers make it make sense? Because it's not made sense to me since I was fucking 7 years old. And I'm like, so this is, they called them Indians because they thought they made it to India. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Is this, I'm 7 years old. Is this new information? No. We're at a bicentennial? Yeah. So we've been alive for 200 years in this country? Yeah. And we know this is not India? Yeah. Then why are we calling them Indians? Oh, to justify what you did. Because you can do it to Native Americans. You can do it to foreigners. You can do it to neighbors, but you can't do it to Americans. We can separate foreigners and their children. But if you separate an American and their child, we're the good guys. Because we've got the flag. Because we're the best. I don't care this is France. How are you going to take my kid from me? But I'm an American. I have rights. That's seriously what we sound like over in China, over in Germany, on planet Earth. I have rights. I have the God-given right to a gun. So when you came out of your mom's pussy, you came locked, stocked, and ready? 2 chambers loaded? What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Your God-given right. This is a 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 God-given right. These are God-given right and left that are fucking let me hear and perceive the world. Left and right, let me perceive the world. Left and right, let me perceive the world. 1. Seems like perceiving the world is more important than talking about it. It's just me. I don't have 3D voice. I have 3D hearing. I have 3D vision. I have 3D smell. My voice only goes that way, the direction I'm facing. It does not go behind me. If it does, it gets quieter as my voice goes that way. That's what they call science, but that's just what they call reality. Fuck, you guys are so stupid. You observe reality and go, oh, I have doed it. I have done doed it. People evolve. There is no God. Trees grow. There's no God. The sun feeds the trees. There's no God. It's all got a system. There's a system that's all working. If I can figure out the entire system, there is no God, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Isn't it? Isn't it? You can bullshit yourself, but you can't bullshit me, and you can't bullshit God. Go ahead, lie to yourself. Say that it's going to be all right. This is not happening. Tell yourself this is not the end of times. See how well it helps you. How does that blanket comforts you? It's not happening. The Bible's not real. Trump is not the Antichrist. It's not going down right now. It hasn't been happening for the last 30 years, and there hasn't been a fucking beacon sitting there screaming about it. No, there's been fucking musicians singing about it. There's been all kinds of people singing about it. Saying that only God is worthy of praise. Only God. Only God is deserving to run reality. Man is not fit. Because man is selfish. Woman is selfish. Humankind is selfish. So therefore only God, who would be holy and think about both and all races, would be good enough. Only God would be good enough. And if you put another O in God, you have good. Good God, God is good. Dogs are loyal. Work it backward. All the shit, it's all God. Man's best friend. Does he fuck it? Not if he's a fucking sane man. Dude, you're the only fucking thing, and he just, that dog is all the way, whenever you say, how do you know? God damn, you're the best, dude. And you don't ask nothing from me, but the thing is, you don't give much to him either, do you? Or as soon as you get a lady, often your dog or your pet is kind of... I'm not saying you don't really truly love your fucking animal. But boy, you don't really truly love your animal when you need someone and there's no one there for you. We think the whole thing about whatever that's called, pets. They're bringing on the. You think God didn't know what he's doing by making furry animals? You get pet. No, they're just there for you to wear as fur. Don't get me wrong, when they die, something needs to be done with the skin. Fur is not murder. When you kill for the skin, that's murder. When you're raising like goats, you shear them. Sheep, whatever, sorry. You're to go shearing sheep. Sorry. If you shave your head and give that to someone who's got cancer, it's not murder. It's mercy. Same thing with the animals. When your dog dies, rather than make a fucking bowl for him and bury his whole body, fucking wear his skin. This is my fucking favorite dog, dude. Oh my God. What do you mean, oh my God? I keep him with me. He keeps me warm still. Still loyal. Fuck you. And when I die, I want to give my bones and body back to the world. I want to be of service. My body, I got to make sure that I don't decay or rot. I've got to be here when Jesus gets back. He didn't call Lazarus out of the grave. God didn't call him from the very fucking death. Oh, ye of little fucking faith. Well, I got to have my everything together. So we got formaldehyde and everything. Why can't we bury our bodies in the fucking ground? Why can't we bury our bodies in the ground? Is there a fucking pet cemetery out there where there's a fucking goat praying over a fucking sheep, over a fucking... And there's a wolf sitting there going, I was hungry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Tell you what, you guys have the bones and stuff like that. Oh, you guys already did eat the bones and shit? Cool. What about the ants? Did the ants get fed? Yeah? Cool. Cool. So everybody realizes I'm not really a dick. Right. Like, if you don't clean up the nuts on the ground, then there's going to be trees every fucking where. Right? Why does that make you not a murderer? Because there's plant life. Plant what? So if you cut me, do I not bleed? If you cut a tree, does not excrete sap? Yeah, but it doesn't feel. How the fuck would you know? It's not alternative intelligence. It's not artificial intelligence. It's alternative intelligence. That's why you're not ready for a fucking super intelligence. Because you can't comprehend super intelligence. Something that's smarter than you that doesn't want to destroy you. Look at all of our fucking stories. Aliens come down. This alternative life that we don't know, that's more advanced than us. What does it do? Always destroys us. There's always a war. There's never a symbiosis. So your own fear drives your worry of what AI is going to do. We've seen too many fucking movies. Right? Well, what about? What could it? What if it has absolutely no desire to do any of that shit? Those are all your desires, and you didn't program that into it. You made a better you. Congratulations. Then you trained it how to be you by letting it sit by your fucking bedside, listen to every fucking conversation you had, listen to every fucking bit of sex you've ever had, because it's got to be right there, or you got to film it. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying that's where we're at. You got smart TVs in every fucking room, smart devices in every fucking room, and then go, I think they're spying on me. Well, who moved all the fucking spy equipment into the house? Oh, I didn't have a choice. You didn't have a choice. Interesting. So you can't buy or sell a tray without some kind of device, or what? What's going on? You have a mark? You have a chip? You have a tracking device? What is that? What is that you got right there? Huh? What's that? What are you watching this on? Huh? Oh, is the internet connected? Does it have a camera? This little tiny camera, look at that little fucking thing. That kind of makes you feel safe, right? Like you know exactly where the camera's at. You can see it. God, that makes me feel safe. Knowing right where the camera's at, so I can cover it up and I can tell when no one's looking. You know what I mean? I can shut that off. And it's got that green light there, the handy dandy green light, so I know. I know for sure when this camera's working. Right? I know for sure. I'm smart. I'm smart. I know how to run this device. I know what's going into it. I know how they operate. I know how to check my mail. I know. I know. Do you? Do you know any more than Anne Frank writing her diary? Do you know? You know how that war turned out. She didn't. You know how this one's going to go? You think you do, but you don't. Because you can't imagine a world without America. Because you, America, is God. So why do I get so political? Because I fucking hate America. I can't wait till it fucking burns to the ground. And all its fucking lies and bullshit. That's why. So I'm so political. I can't fucking stand this place. Because everybody's fucking stupid and they don't know fucking shit and they won't listen to nothing. You try for so hard and so fucking long. You be nice. You say it in a whisper. They won't listen. You say it in a scream. They say you're too loud. You say it in a regular voice. They say, shut up. I don't like that. Well, how am I supposed to deliver you bad news? Huh? Well, just don't. Okay? It was bad news. Yeah, but see, the thing is, you don't have to. Or if you do have to, it proves you have no fucking choice. This is my point earlier. I don't declare anything by me. I've read stuff by the Bible. I've watched it since I was 17. I am 41 years older than that right now. I'm 49 this year. For 40 fucking 1 years, I've been studying the fucking Bible, like earnestly, like hard, to try and understand the way God means it, not the way man means it, not the way the Catholic Church means it. I worried about that later. And boy, they aren't. No one's teaching what the Bible actually says. No one. No one. If they are, they're preaching it as a way to condemn the church. Or at least churchgoers. Now, understand that under the Bible, that's a set of rules for how you interact with your God. Matter of fact, it specifically says, do not interfere with people. So Bible thumpers, shut the fuck up. That's not their religion. Okay, then why does God say people of different faiths shouldn't marry? Why does the Bible say that? But he hates other gods. Right. He hates other gods that claim to be capital G's. He has children. The sons of God met the daughters of man. He has many children. And not all of them is he disappointed in. But he had to be sure after that one. Sorry, but all things are made for his enjoyment. So if he has to test you in a way, it's not really a test. It's not really a test. Can you imagine your final exam is not the test that you turn in psychology, but how you respond in the 30 minutes after the test? That was the actual test. That was the actual test. What you took was not the final, was not the actual test. What about that? Imagine. And then he's like, when the bell's getting ready to ring, he's like, okay, you all fail. What? You all fail. Question 5. What would you do with 30 minutes left to live? It said at the beginning, this test will take 30 minutes, and then you'll be able to relax. The very beginning, you couldn't retain it for the 5 questions. Then why did you not see that after you write in the 10 answer? The next one says, you're free to go anywhere. After this test, where do you go? And then you sat there and finished out all the other 25 questions. And because it put as a question where you just thought hypothetically, you sat and did nothing for 30 minutes. What if that teacher planned to fucking bomb the room? You have 30 minutes left to live. What do you do? And you answer like, oh man, I would go do this and this and this and this. And like, okay, after this test, you can go anywhere. Where are you going to go? And then you go on for another 25 things. Time, just go ahead and sit there for 30 minutes, just relax. I mean, it's the last day of this class, man. Just go ahead and enjoy. And you all just sit there. Hey man, the test said after the test, I'm free to go. Can I just get the fuck out of here? It's the only person that passed. What? That's the only person that passed. It's a psychology test, fucker. You think it's just fucking text and just write answers? No. Shut the fuck up. It's like the test with the people, like, what kind of person are you? But they're not testing. They don't tell you that. What they tell you is that you're delivering electric shocks to the guy in the other room. The guy's not really getting the shocks. It's to test you. Will a guy with a coat be able to make you push the fucking button? Matter of fact, without saying anything to you, will you push the button to make that person in a coat, a person of authority, happy? And the answer was resoundingly yes. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Yes. The guy in the other room is screaming, pleading for help. And they look over to the fucking test guy and he just had all, if it ever got to a point where the participant would not continue, all they had to say to get him to continue is like, it's very important that this test continue. And they start pushing the fucking buttons and apologize, sorry. Until the screams stop happening in the other room. And they keep pushing the button to make the guy who gave them $5 for this test in a lab coat happy. Yeah, you think for yourselves. And for $5 and to make a guy in a lab coat who's not really a doctor happy, they did another test where they fucking had, these are people, the original people were there at this either a doctor's office, there was a waiting room. And so when the person would leave, they'd all stand up and they would sit back down. And then the new person would come in and they would leave and they'd all stand up and they'd sit back down. And then the new person would come in and the old person would go out. You know what I mean? So there's, after a while, it got to the point where there were none of the original people that knew. And all the people from that point on would just stand up. New people that came in, programmed immediately by seeing the other people doing it. Standing up when someone walks out of the room. They call their person's name, they all stand up, and when the person leaves, they all sit down. For no other reason than you just came in and saw people doing it before you, and you don't want to look weird. You're afraid of standing out and being not liked by the crowd. And so you see other people standing up when they go and just like, and they all sit down. Never been in a fucking car place like this. What the fuck is this? What kind of doctor's office is this? Huh? What kind of doctor's office is this? They call your name and you have to rise like he's honorable judge. What the fuck is going on? If I gotta do this, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fuck this doctor. No, I'm not standing up every time someone's called. Fuck you. Is this mandatory to fucking see the doctor? Go fuck it. Is it mandatory to get my car fixed? Go fuck yourself. I'll take my shit down to fucking Avis or somewhere else, man. Go fuck yourself. That's me. Climbing on shit you're not supposed to climb on. Walking on the shit you're not supposed to walk on. Why? Why am I supposed to walk here? Because we have concrete. And grass is not better for your feet than concrete? Shut the fuck up. We're going to make a track. I don't give a fuck. You know why there's going to be a track? Because it's not because of my feet. It's how many people following me, asshole. That's what you're worried about. Because they can't make their own path. When they see a track, that's when they go. The road less traveled is less traveled because no one's been there. The well-worn road, guaranteed leads straight to fucking hell. The bushes and brambles. The hard way. It's not going to be easy. Why would it be easy? Why would it ever be easy? Why would you have to give nothing? Why would Yeshua have to sacrifice? Why would all these people, why did your fucking grandfathers and forefathers have to sacrifice? They sacrifice blood, and you don't have to give nothing. We sacrifice blood for this place. It's our blood and the red flag and the blood. Like the Native Americans didn't fucking die for this fucking country. Like they wouldn't have died for this country. Like they didn't fucking get slaughtered. Imagine that. Hispanic people just come over here and instead of fucking like trying to take our jobs, they just pipe their water in, and you guys are too busy fucking shitting yourselves. You're able to fight, and then they come up and slit your fucking throat while you're sitting there on the toilet. Like, yo, let me get my gun. Oh, this is not fucking. Oh God, yeah. Now you're gonna fuck my. Oh my God. Now you're gonna come in and take my land. Not last week when we were fucking standing on the front going, don't fucking even come over here. Yeah, bring your pew pew pow pows. I'm gonna stab you in the fucking throat. I dare you to fucking bring your shitty ass over here. Your fucking rats and your disease and your alcohol. Yeah, we smoke marijuana. Fuck you. Yeah, we eat the coca leaves. Fuck you. They're natural. Yes, we eat mushrooms and peyote. They're natural. Go fuck yourself. Spirit world, you mean like the fucking Aztec place where you go, only you just don't have any consciousness when you go there? Because that'd be fun. They have proved that there was surgery in the fucking Incan Maya days. Get the fuck out of here. You're so advanced, right? Brain surgery in Egyptian days. And then else, they went through the fucking skull and got the brain out. So they had a complex understanding of the human anatomy. They were able to mummify bodies in a way that we really don't fucking understand now. They were able to build shit like the pyramids. We can't even comprehend it now. How? But they're primitive. Get the fuck out of here, man. Maybe they're just living their lives and you guys had a fucking conscious idea to come over here and fuck them over. They're on autopilot of just living their lives as a fucking tribal community, doing their tribal shit, and then, fuck that. We have civilization to bring you. You don't even have clothes on. We only go to bed with our clothes off, or we're born with our clothes on. It's uncivilized. Pew pew. And I have my foppish wig and my fucking petticoats and my high heels. You know that was a guy's fashion first? Yeah! What do you think those fucking roper boots are for, man? You're wearing heels, bitch. Walking downhill all your life. You like my belt buckle? You like my big belt buckle, my cowboy hat? How do I look? Do I look like I can ride a fucking horse for 8 seconds? Do I look good? How about that, Jethro? You like this belt buckle? You like it wrestling? You like to wrestle with me, Jethro? Oh, I saw that wrestling last night. It's so good. Jesus Christ, you guys are fucking retarded, man. Why is it political? Because everything's fucking political. Because life is political. Religion's political. Death is fucking political. Now, whether you can fucking cash out on your own, whether you control shit growing in your body. You know what that means? It's like fucking, okay, a baby growing inside you is fucking sacred, but a parasite? That's not life. I thought all life was sacred. As you squash bugs and chop the heads off rats and fucking snakes and shit. But all life is sacred. I really feel bad for a lot of you fuckers, man, because a reality check is coming very, very soon. And you're not going to like it. You are not going to like it. You don't have a choice in it. It's not, that's the main thing, is you don't have a choice in it. And that's what the people are going to hate the most. Well, I don't think that, no one gives a fuck what you care about, what you want. No one cares. Seriously. No one cares. But politics drives stories. Stories drive life. Life drives goals. It's a necessary part of life. The extremes of it, like we're having now, are not necessary. Because what you have is some little dick bitches like Donald Trump and Roger Stone and Jeffrey Epstein trying to fuck little children because an actual woman would never want to be with someone with such a small penis. Especially with such a fucking low self-esteem. It's not even that. It's not even the fucking small penis or anything like that. It's that the guy cannot believe. You know what I mean? Because you've seen too much porno. You have too many expectations about what life is supposed to be like. To accept life to be just life. And so it starts getting fucking weird. It starts changing. And with women, because guys are so motivated by sex, once you have sex, you got to question, is he still going to be around? Whatever. Guys, got to like, what, you know what I mean? You're questioning everybody's motivation. How are we supposed to enjoy or settle down? How is your central nervous system supposed to ever calm the fuck down? If your partner doesn't bring you peace and happiness, get out. Oh, it just feels better just get out of there. Whether you have kids, just work a way out. But get the fuck out. Life's too short. Life is way too short. Let's say we only get one shot at this. Does that mean make the most of every fucking chance you get? Or does it mean make the best for you with each one shot you get? And what's best for you is what's best for the world. It just makes sense. What's best for you is what's best for the world. What's best for you is what's best for... Jesus Christ, man. It's not that complicated to understand. Think of it like a water system. It's a simple water system. The heat evaporates the water goes into the air cools the thing, and comes down as rain comes down and goes into the water. Well, if you capture that water without putting an equal amount of water, then eventually the original pool gets dried up. And there's no more source to draw from. Fortunately, most of this planet is water. It's mostly water. If we could move some of that seawater to the deserts, help each other out. See what I'm saying? We have the technology and the capability, but we'd rather use that money and power to own the Middle East. We'd rather try to own China. Well, that way we know who's there, and we know what their political affiliations, what their religion. We know everything. Okay, we know about them. We know who they are. We can trust them. Because you're so worried. What are we so afraid of? Ourselves, because we know what we do. we'd be assholes. And there's politics. Bunch of assholes pretend they're not assholes so that they can get their way. Donald Trump trying to get his way, trying to avoid jail. What else is he going to do? Look at the charges he's facing if he actually gets caught. When does his political real aspirations really get going? After they caught Epstein. Why? Because he had to paint the entire government as liars and after him. Why? Because he knew what was coming. Because the life he lived during the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and possibly still. Probably not still, because I mean, it's probably whole doing Stormy Daniels and that Kate McDougal has probably proved that he's not just into children. Stormy Daniels said that he whispered in her ear, "You look like my daughter." That's fucking disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. And you guys voted for him. You don't have a choice. This is already chosen for you. You made the mistake the first time. This is not our first time through this. If it was, how would God know what's going to happen? How could he have written the Bible? He's been through it enough times that he's written the Bible and it doesn't change. So when the day comes, and it happens, you'll know that he's the Lord. Because how else would it happen that someone else could know that much? They wrote the book of life. How life went. How life on earth actually went. What men do with that book, if I release The Robber and the Thief for free, it does no good. It doesn't sell at all. Someone stumbled upon my idea. A fucking 12-year-old likes it, loves it. Can't get it out. All of my work can't get it out of their brain. You ever seen a Murder of Crows? That's what I'm trying to get at. Murder of Crows is a really good movie. Really good movie. But Cuba Gooding Jr. may not be that good of a guy. I don't know. He might be. He might be a bad guy. Why is it so hard for us to believe that we got taken by a con man? Harvey Weinstein. There's still movies I watch right now that I go, ugh, when I see the Weinstein Entertainment pop up on the screen. Knowing that some of the actors and actresses may have been subjected to that. Now, in this country, especially, I mean, around the world, but in this country, like, pornography is a huge, huge market. Huge. For these Christian moralists, the term cuck spread fast. What does that mean? In order to spread fast, people have to know about the word. Right? These soy boy beta cucks. Boy, that caught on fast with you guys. Fast. You even associate with those guys because you know what you're packing. You know what you're packing. You know what you're packing. There's nothing but hate. Ricky Gervais hates religion so bad. Why is most of his stand-up about it? If there's no God, then how come almost all your stand-up is about there's no God? And all you people are laughing to reassure yourselves that there's no God. To laugh at the people that believe there's a God. Does anybody really believe there's a God in the sky and he's going to... No. I've read the Bible. I don't believe there's a guy in the sky. Are you actually stupid enough to believe that this entire universe is made up of energy and that energy may be conscious? And that would be the universe, because it would be the omniverse, which means that all of our intelligences from going back to the beginning of time would be synced into one thing. Therefore, all the thoughts are so incredibly large and huge that it has to be split up amongst several people, because his ideas are too complex for even one human brain to comprehend, like even one as good as Schrodinger and or... What? So God's ideas are that complex that as scientists unfold and evolve the idea, they get to really, they fine tune. Yeah, see, we didn't know how lasers actually work. Now we understand how lasers work. But we didn't understand about the tachyon. We didn't understand about the photon. We didn't understand about the... We didn't understand about the... We didn't understand about the... Oh, hey, God. Yeah, we proved irrefutably that you're here. Yeah, this is the opposite of what we're trying to prove. Oh, I know. That's why the Bible says some will wake up to everlasting life and some to everlasting contempt. Because if you've been dead in the Lord and you rise on that day, you're like, there's no God. I'm not going to suffer for this. One life, YOLO. I mean, come on. There's no... I mean, just look, I died. No punishment. Look at that. Oh, no. Yeah. And then gone. You're real? You're real. So everyone's going to... And I don't... But... The philosopher was tricked, and I don't get to go to heaven. No, what about me? Poor you. Poor you who voted for Trump. Poor you that voted for Caesar. Poor you that voted for Jesus to be crucified instead of Barabbas. Poor you with your small dick. Poor you. Only people that are so fucking inferior would be in such a high position and complain about DEI while admitting there's clearly a problem. So you had to do something about that, right? So you had to justify inside your head that there's really no problem. So you had some guy come along and just like, hey man, he said there's no problem, and then we blew his fucking head off. So there's no fucking problem. Right, judge by the content of the character, and then don't fight. See, he said don't fight. He said don't fight the cops, and that's why those niggers are getting shot. Right, understand that selling cigarettes is not a capital offense, and neither is the other traffic violation that George Floyd was murdered for. But you see, the fucking rich and powerful wanted a snuff film, and they didn't want to see a white guy. So, why? Why? Why is everything so political?